Hulk Hogan is the greatest wrestler in wrestling history. Now, I know to some of you that might be a controversial take. But what do you mean? Da-da-da-da. I didn't say the best wrestler. I said the greatest. Yes, Bret Hart is the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Yes, Shawn Michaels is a showstopper. Yes, Chris Benoit was the best technical wrestler. Yes, Kurt Angle was the second best technical wrestler. But I mean, when I say greatest wrestler, I'm talking about everything that comes with that. The pageantry, the promo, the in-ring, out-ring segments, the storytelling in the ring, the ring attire, what he was able to accomplish outside the ring. Everything, and let's just say we leave what he accomplished outside of the ring alone and just talk about what he accomplished in the ring. The dude was selling out stadiums, people. And also, let me just point this out as well. I'm not talking about Hulk Hogan, the human being. I'm talking about Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. I want to make that clear. Okay, because I know there's controversy with his name. I'm just talking about Hulk Hogan, a wrestler. Now, some of you might say, well, there's controversy with his name as a wrestler. Yeah, there is. We're going to get into that. But let's start off by talking about his in-ring ability. Now, Hulk Hogan didn't have the greatest finisher at all. Neither one. The Hulkamania leg drop or when he bounced off the ring. The Hulkamania leg drop, it wasn't a great finisher in terms of wrestling capabilities or what could really put you out. But it was the build-up in the cinema that came with the move. Okay, you knew it was coming. And when I say you knew it was coming, there might not be, Hulk Hogan may be the only wrestler that led a sequence of storytelling that let you know he was about to win the match. And it wasn't, and let's think about this. And this is where we get back to people not really, the Stone Colds and the Rocks, not really selling a loss like that. Hulk Hogan, or selling a win, for that matter. Hulk Hogan sold his wins, and what I mean by that is it was always in defense. It was always in defense. What would happen? He would be getting beat down, and then he would get that boost of energy, the adrenaline pumping, like he said. My adrenaline's pumping, brother. He would get the adrenaline rush. The moves you were doing on him, that you were using to beat him down, you were punching him, kicking him. He was eating it. He was hawking up, literally hawking up. And what was the sequence to that? After him hawking up, he would do the finger point to stop. Hey, you, that ain't working no more. It's over with. Kind of reminds me of The Last Dragon. Remember when Leroy got the glow in the end? And he sure enough asked him, who's the master? He said, I am. And then you seen the glow on him, right? That's kind of like what Hulk Hogan was doing with the hawk up. Okay, so then he went on the offense. Once he hawked up, he went on the offensive. He did a few punches, few stumps, drew it to the ropes, big kick to the face, boom, kick you right in the face. Throw you off the ropes, boom, kick you right in the face. You go down, he go to the other rope, Hulkamania leg drop. That sequence is textbook storytelling in the wrestling ring, people. That sequence right there alone is textbook storytelling. It doesn't get any better than that. The man literally big boots you to the face, boom. And it's not like this is a little guy doing it. This move predates the Sweet Chin Music. He's literally 6'4", 6'3", over 250 plus pounds, giving you a size 13 or whatever he wore to the face. And then he goes off the rope and drops a leg on you. Now, like I said, the finisher isn't the greatest. But considering his size and the power behind it, it's enough for storytelling and believability in the match. But the storytelling that Hulk Hogan did in the match, listen, if you start from his entrance, he came to the, first off, he had one of the greatest theme songs coming to the ring. I am a real American. Let me sing it in harmony. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. Listen, that gotta be those lyrics. All those is bars, man. He letting you know, fight for what's right. Fight for your life. And then the instruments. Oh my God, listen, man. It gave you goosebumps when he came to the ring. This guy was a superstar. See, there's a difference between a star, a wrestler, and a superstar. Hulk Hogan, like a lot of people like to say John Cena was a superstar. I'm not going to take that from him. But he was a superstar on the lowest level of superstar you can think of. Hulk Hogan transcended the word stardom. The man walked to the ring, bandana on his head, Hulk Hogan shirt. He had on his wrestling attire, the classic wrestling draws with the elbow pads, or sometimes elbow pads, knee pads, and the boots. And here's the thing, his attire wasn't anything outlandish. It was the textbook standard wrestling attire, but the colorway mattered. The colorway, yellow and red, it's eye popping. It's eye popping. Then he had the yellow mustache. He had the blonde mustache. Now, a lot of people might say, well, he took his style from superstar Billy Graham in terms of his appearance. That may be true, but look at how much of a superstar Billy Graham was. Billy Graham was also a superstar too. Hulk Hogan just took it to another level. Listen, Billy Graham used to say, I lift barbell plates, I eat T-bone steaks, I lift barbell plates. I'm sweeter than a piece of German chocolate cake. Come on, man. Like, these dudes were transcended. Not only would they work, like Hogan literally used to cut promos where he would say, eat your vitamins, get your sleep. Like, the dude literally, not only was he a hero in the ring, he was a hero in his promos. And here's the thing. Here's the difference between him and a guy like The Rock or Stone Cold who buried people in their promos, right? Hulk Hogan never did that. He didn't bury people in his promos. Hulk Hogan talked from a point of revenge. This is revenge I'm going to get on you. This is for the good guys. This is for the people who believe. He always talked, when he was talking about the people he were going against, he were letting you know they were a threat. His storytelling in his promos, he's letting you know they're a threat. Well, you know something, brother? He's letting you know this person is a threat. This is what I got to do to beat them. If you believe in me like I believe in all of you, I can do it. He's telling you, listen, I'm going up against a powerful force. That's something that's not told in wrestling promos nowadays. He brought nothing but energy to the promo. He wasn't just standing there, just dry as a raisin in the sun. Shout out to that movie and that book. But that wasn't what he was. He was animated. He was animated in his promos. You felt it. Oh man, Hulk Hogan, he for real. Come to the ring. He pointing as he's walking to the ring. He's pointing to the person he's about to fight that he just did a promo on, letting you know how much of a threat they were. Now he's walking to the ring. He's giving people handshakes, high fives, and he's pointing to what is perceived as the villain or the heel in the ring, letting you know, hey, this is the guy. I'm on my way to fight you now. I'm on my way to take you down. And everybody in the crowd eating it up. Yeah, he about to go fight him. He about to go take it to him. The heel in the ring, the bad guy, he's going to take it to him. He gets to the ring, What does he do when he gets to the ring, people? The crowd is already going wild. He takes his hand and just something just as simple as a flick of the wrist 3 times, and then puts it to his ear, leans over to the ropes so he can hear the crowd make noise. Goes to the other side of the ropes, flicks his wrist 3 times, puts his hand to his ear just so to make the noise gesture that he can't hear you. He goes to all 4 corners. And as he's doing this simultaneously, he's telling each side that it's not that loud, the other side is louder than them. So they get louder as he does it again. And if you wasn't loud, he said, wait a minute, that's it? No, he playing to the crowd. No, let me hear it again. I'm going to do it again. He does it again. The crowd gets louder. This is textbook storytelling before the match even starts, people. And then what happens after he gets the crowd raving and crazed? What does he do next? He rips off his shirt to show you the strength that he possesses. This is me. This is my gear. This is my shirt. I'm a Hulkamaniac. All my Hulkamaniacs, watch what I do. He takes both hands and puts it on his shirt and rips his shirt apart, showing you the strength that he possesses, that he's about to use in the ring against his opponent. People, this is textbook storytelling. This is something of legends. You literally could... Listen, if Hulk Hogan was a fictional character as far as like not being a real wrestler, that everything I just explained is literally something that you can put in a comic book. That's how good this guy was. Now, and when we get to in-ring ability, his wrestling style. Now, he wasn't using the most technical moves. He weren't using the most mind-blowing, jaw-dropping moves in the ring, but he didn't have to because the storytelling with it was impeccable. The simplest moves that Hulk Hogan, and this is what I mean by, this is the point I always try to make when it comes to storytelling in the ring. Yes, the outrageous or the crazy moves or the moves we've never seen before are amazing. But also the simplest of storytelling is cultivating as well, is alluring as well when you watch him. The simplest moves he would do, the simplest moves, the lockup, the hand lockup, test of strength. Let's see, I told you I'm eating my vitamins, people. Let's test our strength, see who's the strongest, right? The headlock, moves that are tiring. It's tiring you out. It's a move that tires you out. The rake of the back, the beat down. Listen, Hulk Hogan's move sets, like I said, it wasn't the fanciest. It wasn't the most jaw-dropping, but it did what it needed to do, people. It did what it needed to do to sell the match. And that's what he did perfectly. And people don't seem to understand that. So, prime example, right? Let's just say the top 10 moves. Let's just say the top 10 moves of Hulk Hogan, right? Let's say the top 10. So, at 1, let's see, should we start at 10 or should we start at 1? Should we start at 10? We'll start at 10. Multiple punches, right? Now, you might hear that and say, oh, wow, multiple punches. But his punches, it's the way he sold them. He's not just flailing away. He's literally grabbing your head, the top of your head, and punching you right in the face. The top of your head and punching you right in the face. And it sometimes, for the most part, came after a hawk up. Once he got his strength from his adrenaline rush, he would block your punch that you were about to throw and then grab your head and start punching you. Number 9, the headbutt, right? Now, some of you might say that the headbutt, he would grab, if it was a tag team match or if it was some type of triple threat or whatever, he would literally grab the two people's head and, headbutt them together. Let's not also forget the clothesline outside. He would literally take and run you outside of the ring with a clothesline off the ropes. Like, people seem to forget these type of things. Let's not also forget the clothesline off the ropes. He'd get thrown off the ropes, he'd go down, duck, and then come back and clothesline you. Or he would just do a clothesline regular in the ring. Let's not forget the backdrop. Throw you off the ropes, throw you off the turnbuckle, and then backdrop you. Let's not forget the elbow drop. The elbow drop was another move. The side elbow drop. He'd drop you down, kick you down or whatever, and then side elbow drop you right there. So all the pressure is coming right there. The big boot off the ropes I talked about earlier, with the heel to the face. With the heel to the face. Let's not forget about that. Come on, people. But that elbow drop was a lot more damaging. The backdrop and the elbow drop was a lot more damaging than people realize. Because the elbow drop, he's dropping all his weight down on your torso, on your upper torso, close to your neck. He'll pull you back down to the mat and then drop the elbow. So as you getting up, he push you back down and drop an elbow, not coming from all the way up top or jumping down. It was, okay, I'm halfway down, I'm dropping this elbow with all my weight. Come on, man. And like I said, the big foot off the ropes. The big foot, which was led to the Hulkamania leg drop. The big foot, he's bringing it straight to your face. Then the axe drop. A lot of people forget about the axe drop as well, which was kind of similar to clothesline off the ropes, but he was more so like using like his elbow and his wrist to hit you with it, which is crazy when you think about it. And the power slam. Now, you might say, oh, the power slam, that's just a simple move. But again, it's a slam he's using. He's using all your weight and dropping you. And then sometimes people forget, when he would use the power slam, that would be followed up by the elbow drop to your upper torso, which he wasn't coming off the ropes. Sometimes he would, or he wasn't jumping for elevation. He would power drop you and then hit you with the elbow, slightly raised off the ground. Boom, right there, elbow drop, bringing all his weight down to you. And then, like I said, the Hulkamania leg drop right there. So his moveset, his complete moveset, told a story in the ring that a lot of people fail to remember or fail to realize. Every single one of his moves told a story because it led to another move. But the moves he used were so powerful. They were so simple, but they were so powerful because of what followed it. You see what I'm saying? Like, so the Hulkamania leg drop or the power slam. The power slam came as he was probably 9 times out of 10 possibly getting beat up, on a losing end, or if he was on the offensive. It was a power drop. You seen it's a slam. Boom. Oh, or the backdrop. Oh, he was on the defensive. Now look, the backdrop. Boom. Oh, he dropped him. Listen, people, the storytelling in the ring from Hogan, like I said, his moveset was simple, but he put storytelling behind it, which made it more devastating and made it more interesting when he did the moves. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. And listen, another thing about Hulk Hogan, you know what? I'm going to say that for part 2. This is part 1 of why Hulk Hogan is the greatest wrestler of all time. That's part 1, people.